Hey, what is up, guys? My name is Tadala, and basically, this is the story of how I made my first $1,000 online without having any experience, writing before, as well as being new in the online space. So basically, in late 2017, I decided to start a blogger, which is, Google hosted. I started a blogger, and basically, I was just posting content about technology, smartphones, crypto, and as well as tech related content. So I did that in late 2017, going into 2018 now. Within January, February, I would post one content every single day. Of course, I would miss a couple of days, but I would try to be consistent and post at least once a day. So after some months of getting a little bit of traffic, I decided to dive into freelancing at the same time. So I would go on Reddit under For Hire, as well as go on job posts forums where they would basically write for hire posts, and I would apply for those jobs as well. So going into that, it was around like February, March where I first got my first client through a forum. It was for a crypto app that he developed and wanted some help publishing it. So I ended up writing an article for him, and I received crypto in return. It was Bitcoin. I think at that time it was worth around $25. So that was like my first ever client online. So after that, a few months followed, and I think it was in 2018. That's when I started getting a little bit of traction for my website, just posting it a lot and also reaching out to guest posts websites also helped me get a little bit of traction. But when I started diving deeper into Reddit and For Hire, that's when I noticed a bit more, I would get more positive reviews from that community, the For Hire community and Hire Writer community. So I ended up taking a few jobs on those subreddits, and I think that's when I was peaking around like $100, $200. Mind you, this is after I've spent the first few months just writing content for for free, just to build like that type of reputation, and just to dip my water into the bucket. So after 6-7 months, that's when I started really diving into crypto, worked with a few projects that needed help with white papers as well as content. So I did that for around 3-4 months while I was still maintaining my website, and actually started saying $50-$60 each post. It wasn't until like 2019, 2020 where I dove into some Telegram group where it would be like an aggregator. It was more or less like an aggregator type of application where they would post jobs that are for hire in that moment. And I ended up picking a few more crypto jobs doing that. But it wasn't until like 2020, that's when I started having like my first consistent client for an ongoing website. And I would just post on his site, but majority of my work was freelancing. So it wasn't until like very early 2021, that's when I started working for more sites, and I ended up closing $1,000. I didn't track every single expense, but I knew it was over $1,000 because I was just getting $100 content writing at that time. So it took me about 2.5 years just to close that gap, because I was just this was like my first time, making money online of any sort. And the interesting thing is that, I didn't grow up so much on the internet. I didn't have really a device or a laptop of my own. Hence, that's why I also started late, getting into the game. But then, yeah, that has definitely, I've learned so much through the journey of, writing and, the subdivisions. There's so much that needs to be explored. And right now, of course, I have decided to start my own agency. It's a marketing agency where, writing, of course we do writing, but we also do other types of, services such as email marketing, lead generation, and, social media management. And yeah, so of course right now we're still pushing, to get consistent clients. I'm still pushing to get my first actual like long-term client. But then through what I've experienced through the 2.5 years, I've got a lot of direction to what I want to dive into, as well as have, I have a more clear, mind when it comes to approaching clients. So yeah, if you enjoyed this video, just make sure to like and subscribe. I'll also link my social media links down below if you guys want to follow me on Instagram. And thank you very much for watching.